Alright, this is John Mayer's Emoji of a Wave. It starts out on a B major chord. So F sharp, B, D sharp, F sharp. I'm playing it as an octave with a B in the bass. Then it walks down to an A major 7. A major 7, add 9 or add 2, so the roll is G sharp, E, B over the A, then E. So again, G sharp, E, B, and then this is F sharp major with C sharp in the bass, so you play in the left hand C sharp, F sharp, B sharp, or excuse me, A sharp. And the right hand plays F sharp, C sharp, A sharp. So here it is all together. In the left hand there, I like to break the chord into a 10th on the E, E, B, G sharp. Then you start singing over that progression. Oh honey, and that's just a B major chord. Over the A, I've been talking to myself. E major chord. I'm forgetting the words. You're saying same thing. B major chord, B, D sharp, F sharp. A, C sharp, E. Dun, 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 dun. E chord, E, G sharp, B. In an inversion, E, G sharp, B. What do we do? And that's C sharp in the bass, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, F sharp. Big F sharp major over C sharp. Your heart is where, so that's the A major chord. Your heart is where my head should be. The dissonance is killing me and it breaks my heart. That's back to that F sharp major chord with the C sharp in the bass. Alright, this is where it gets interesting. Oh, it breaks my heart. So that's kind of my own piano rendering of what he's doing, but it's a G sharp in the bass octave, B octave in the right hand, F sharp, and E. So it's really an E sus2 over G sharp. So the right hand stays the same, but the G sharp comes down to a G natural. So I'll do that slowly. The Oh Honey part, he goes to a B major with D sharp in the bass. And I think it sounds better here doing a single note instead of an octave. Oh honey. F sharp minor, F sharp, A, C sharp. Oh honey. And walks down to the E. It's just a wave. Again, that's an E major chord, E, G sharp, B. And then he goes to what I'm playing is an E minor 9, so E, G, B, D, F sharp. So let's start at that. Oh honey, F sharp minor. Oh honey, E major. It's just a wave. E minor 9, just a wave, and I know. So you go from the E minor 9, half step down to E flat minor. And when it comes, so after that is the G sharp minor or A flat minor, depending on how you think about it. In this key, it really should be considered G sharp. And that's interesting because he goes from E flat or D sharp down a fifth. So he's a lot of circle of fifths motion for you theory nerds out there. When it comes, there's the G sharp. Circle of fifths again to C sharp minor, and I'm adding the 7 in there, so the way I'm voicing that is G sharp, B, C sharp, E, but it's really C sharp, E, G sharp, B is the chord, C sharp minor. And then, and I would again go to a single note there, so you're back at the F sharp major over C sharp. So let's go through that whole section. B over D sharp, F sharp minor, honey, E major, just away, E minor 9, just flat minor, just hold on, C sharp minor 7, just hold on, F sharp major over C sharp. And then he kind of has that solo, which is over the B. Here it is. B, C sharp, E, D sharp, C sharp, B, D sharp. So same thing over the A, over the E. Okay, so over the F sharp, you can play it here if you want. D sharp. Just walking down that scale. And then the guitar solo, that's the string part. So he kind of slides into it on the guitar, so you can go C sharp to D sharp, to the F sharp. There's, yeah, so F sharp, D sharp, B, outlining that chord. So A, G sharp, F sharp, D sharp, E, yeah, C sharp. Then let's do that again. Back to I Rose on You Like Morning Light is the A. I rose on you like morning light, shuttered dreams are sheltered at night. It breaks my heart. There's that F sharp over C sharp. Then he goes back into that progression where he goes to the E, add 9 over G sharp. Same thing over the G. B over D sharp. We've been through this before. F sharp minor, E major, E minor 9, E flat minor, A flat minor, C sharp minor 7, F sharp over C sharp. That's pretty much the whole song. Let me know if you have any questions.